سلام بچه ها، خوش آمدید در چینل حسین 5000. امیدوارم که جو روز صحتمند باشین و امروز ما سعی میکنیم که یک چند تا کلمات جدید را با گوش دادن با اخبار با هم یاد بگیریم و سعی کنید که چینل ما را سابسکرایب کنید تا ویدیوهای بعدی ما را هم از دست ندهین و وقتی که ما ویدیو آپلود میکنیم ازش با خبر شوین. broader broader sophisticated revision durability fundamental muted momentum taper treasurious mortgage quality prospects.
You might call today the market's Super Tuesday. The Fed kicks off its latest two-day policy meeting, and we're slated to get earnings from Apple, Microsoft, and Alphabet after the bell. Joining us now to talk about all of this and what they're expecting, Tiffany Wilding, North American economist at PIMCO, and Liz Young, head of investment strategy at SoFi. Liz, let's kick it off with you. We've got a bevy of industrial names reporting right now before the bell, and then we turn to big tech after the bell. What are we seeing so far with earnings season? How much is this driving a narrative for the broader markets right now as we do hover near record highs?
Yeah, hi Morgan. So first of all, earnings season for the second quarter, if you look at how things moved through the quarter, revisions were estimated, they moved upwards by 7.4%. Usually those move downwards. So what we're seeing now is that the bar got higher and we're still beating. I think the last time I checked, 85 to 87% of companies were beating estimates. So earnings season is going great. But here's the thing. We're now transitioning into a period where companies have to prove that they have durability, that they have growth prospects without further stimulus. Quality matters, fundamentals matter, and movements in markets based on quality and fundamentals are just naturally going to be more muted than movements in markets that are based on momentum and multiple expansion. So we're probably going to see less of a reaction in the market. The important piece is that we don't disappoint on earnings.
Tiffany, we've seen higher than expected inflation readings. We're certainly continuing to get that inflation and pricing rhetoric out of companies that are reporting their results right now as well. Does this put any kind of pressure right now on the Fed as it gets into its two-day meeting, or given the fact that we're seeing the emergence of this Delta variant and the increase in cases, the fact that you still have millions of people that are not actively in the labor market right now, does that give the Fed cover?
Well, I think that's the discussion that Federal Reserve members are going to have, today and tomorrow during their meeting. I mean, it's really about tapering is the focus, and when they're going to start. We think there's really three questions. How do you taper? Do you do treasuries or mortgages first? What is substantial progress? And you kind of alluded to the inflation side of the mandate. I think it's very clear we've met substantial progress. We've even overshot it on inflation. So really, Federal Reserve members are going to be talking about what substantial progress means on the labor market side. And then there's this third question that they're going to have to address, which is when and how to provide advance notice, which Chair Powell has sort of promised. So we think you're absolutely right that inflation is going to put some pressure on them. But at the same time, some of the forward-looking indicators of inflation, we've seen oil prices start to cool off. Demand has peaked. Actually are suggestive that inflation is going to come down. So we still think that it most likely happens in December that you get a